training flights. Now, let me direct your attention to the left, where you'll hear the Hornet's two GEF 404 turbofan engines spooling up to their maximum power, producing over 36,000 pounds of thrust. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, in the United States Navy, the A-18C Hornet. Hornet extending away from the airfield is set up for the high-speed pass. Now, pass is going to approach show center here at nearly Mach 1, demonstrating the ability to surprise the enemy using high speed. As he reaches show center, he's going to select full afterburner, pull up to the vertical, subjecting himself to 8 times the force of gravity. Now, we got a lot of moisture in the air today, and I talked to you a little bit ago about what we call vapes, and that's vapor, sometimes enveloping the entire airplane. You saw a little bit of the vapes off the wingtips of the Corsair, but I suspect that we may get some very good vapes off of the Hornet today. Look to the right now, F-18 Hornet accelerating to nearly the speed of sound. I want you to notice that the sound of the aircraft will not reach us until the aircraft is at dead center, right in front of us. Watch now and look for those vapes. Let's see if we can pick them up. The Hornet, high speed pass. Oh, yeah, good vapes today. Now, back, executing a vertical reversal to set up for the demonstration of the incredible thrust away for a show of the F-18. Now, as he gets to show center, he's going to pitch it up through the vertical, execute a maneuver known as the double Immelman. During the maneuver, the pilot is going to be subjected to 6 times the force of gravity. This demonstration illustrates the incredible pitch authority and the vertical maneuverability of the F-18. Now, he's only going to do a single Immelman due to the cloud height today. So watch him, named after a German Luftwaffe pilot, Max All Navy fighter pilots undergo 2 grueling years of flight training before earning those wings of gold. Lieutenant Foley earned his wings of gold from Naval Air Station Petersville in 2005. He has since accrued over 1,800 flight hours, including more than 1,600 in the F-18 Hornet and the Super Hornet. Fully qualified aboard naval aircraft carriers, accumulating over 265 day and night arrested landings. Now, Bass is setting up for the demonstration of the extremely tight turning radius. Whether in a dogfight or avoiding missiles, if you can turn tight, it gives you an advantage. Here comes the F-18 Hornet and the minimum radius turn, all conducted in the confines of the airport here at characteristic of all Navy aircraft have to possess is the ability to land on an aircraft carrier at sea with a moving and sometimes pitching flight deck. Naval and Marine aviators are trained to hit the landing area with pinpoint accuracy. Approaching at 175 miles an hour, the pilot flies a descending turn to a 3/4 mile final approach point. And this speed allows only about 15 seconds to precisely adjust the flight path in order to touch down in an area not much bigger than your driveway. Notice now, from the right, flaps are down, gear is down, the tail hook is extended. This is the tail hook that allows the F-18 to land and stop in under 400 feet. Now watch it show center. He'll conclude this maneuver with a half Cuban 8 with all the power of the FA-18 Hornet. The carrier configuration pass. Over the top now, the half Cuban 8 maneuver. Rolls the airplane back to the upright. It crosses show center and idle. Now from the right, he's going to set up for the pitch rate demo. He's going to reach show center at just over 300 miles an hour. And he's going to demonstrate the superb nose authority and the ability of the F-18 to appoint at an adversary aircraft. This is one of my favorite maneuvers. Watch now, in a very short space, you're going to see the Hornet change direction from horizontal to straight up. It's this ability combined with an awesome arsenal of air-to-air weapons that make the FA-18 a world-class fighter that is feared worldwide. Watch now as he goes from horizontal to vertical almost instantaneously. Next demonstration is going to highlight the exceptional slow speed capabilities of the FA-18. The Hornet is famous for its ability to fly slower than any other comparable fighter. The FA-18 Hornet remains completely controllable through the use of 2 flight control computers. Bass will complete this slow speed pass by selecting maximum afterburner, pitching the aircraft up through the vertical as he finishes with another half Cuban 8. Watch him as he slows the Hornet down now for the high alpha slow speed pass. High angle of attack. Both computers working. Perhaps you'll be able to see the elevators on the tail of the aircraft moving rapidly back and forth as the computers control the flight path of the Hornet. The high alpha slow speed pass. Cuban 8 maneuver. And as he sets up for his next demonstration, he's going to show you the technique used by every Navy and Marine pilot to slow their aircraft and prepare for landing. Results in a decelerating 360-degree turn. Once the geared flaps are lowered, you can listen to the power used by the pilot to control the last few feet of the landing. And as he touches down, it's not a flare like you see on other aircraft, but just flies it right onto the deck of the carrier. Here we go on the overhead brake. the World War II movies, you used to see the landing signal officer out there with the paddles. Today we use a Fresnel lens called the ball. Now, Bass is going to try to come aboard the boat here to grab the number 3 wire using the ball as his guidance, and we're going to ask him to call the ball like all naval pilots do, giving his fuel state and telling them on board the carrier that he has the ball in sight. We're also going to simulate the breaking of that number 3 wire and what we call a bolter and a go-around. So we'll go to the cockpit for Hornet demo, call the ball.
346, Hornet ball, 420.
There you go, called his fuel state in, and he had the ball in sight. Watch now as he flies it right onto the deck of the carrier looking for the number 3 wire, but it's going to snap, and he's going to execute the go-around. Touchdown! Bolter, bolter, bolter. Now Bass going to set up for one final photo pass before we go to the Legacy flight. So get your cameras ready, and let's see if we can get some of those things covering the entire airplane. And while he sets up, we want to thank A-18C McFalcon, AME2 Elliott, and AM2 Van Sant. These are the dedicated and talented young individuals here to maintain, fix, and fly these sophisticated machines. And we appreciate them coming down here to Pease. Thank you, gentlemen of the United States Navy down there. Incidentally, this is a normal FA-18, not modified in any way to fly in air shows. It's one regularly used. All right, he's setting up for a photo pass now. Let's see if we can get some things out of this. All right, over your right shoulder, there's some great fakes right there. Get your cameras ready. They don't last very long. Get the moisture in the air, and here we go on the Hornet. Look at here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of freedom. All right, coming up next, I want to welcome you to the Navy Tailhook Legacy Flight Demonstration.